Okay, so I came out to New York here because I wanted to talk about the brand new Daredevil game for the Game Boy Advance. It's, of course, based on the new Ben Affleck movie that's out there right now. And what they've done with Daredevil, well, it's kind of a routine kind of superhero, side-scrolling, beat-em-up kind of thing. Basically, you play as the guy in the red suit, Daredevil, very cool character. He wanders around from level to level, and he basically beats up on all the bad guys that happen to cross his path. Sounds like it could be pretty good, right? Well, I gotta tell you, there just wasn't enough creativity in the design of this game because Daredevil is such a cool character. He's blind, he's got radar sense, completely acrobatic, can do all kinds of really cool things. And in this game, all he's doing is punch, 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 kick. He does this sort of spinning kick thing where he spins around and slides sideways and knocks somebody down. But that's not good enough. And the Billy Club, his very cool weapon, all it is this little white kind of stick thing that just sort of hits the dude, and sometimes they fall over. It's just not cool enough. You want to see all the athletic moves and the backflips and the spins. I mean, they even made Affleck look so darn cool in the movie. Why couldn't they make this little character look good in the game? Now, that being said, I think the graphics in the game are pretty good. You do get to fight Elektra, and there's some other boss battles that are in there. I like the fact that you're fighting on top of cars. That was kind of innovative. And actually, the graphics and the sounds in this game, they're not bad at all. They actually look pretty good. They've done justice to the Marvel Comics and the sort of the film vibe. It's just too bad about the gameplay. Disappointed by Daredevil. Gonna give it a 4.5 out of 10. Hey, we made it inside the shop now because we're going to be talking about Jimmy Neutron, the boy genius from THQ for the GameCube.
You know, I took that out about a couple months ago.
The engine.
Having problems remembering how to put it back.
That's because you're not a boy genius.
Does anybody know where we can get a lot of raw plutonium?
All right, what'd you think of this game, man?
Well, this game has the most invisible walls ever in the history of video games. I think this one...
Bravo.
This one...
Good job.
This is number one on your list, isn't it?
Yes, it is. In this one, pretty much any direction you jump, you can't go that way.
Oops. The graphics look extremely similar to the real graphics.
Right.
But the problem is that most video games look better. Video games are already better than movies and television shows.
But you know what? I'm a fan of Jimmy Neutron. I saw the film. I have the DVD. I like the movie. I think that there's lots of really cool little humorous bits in there. I like the character. I like people that build robots. But this game is so by the numbers. I mean, if they just didn't put any kind of real creativity or anything that is remotely rewarding, I found, when I was playing this thing. It was just so routine and tedious.
It's like video game 101 here. I mean, you know, the first thing you do is you got to collect these everlasting gobstoppers. Remember those from
like
Willy
little
Wonka's?
atom nucleus.
They look like everlasting gobstoppers from Willy Wonka.
I got you.
And they're just floating in the air. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You can get on a pogo stick, though.
Well, which is the robot dog. He turns into a pogo stick
and
or a
he also does a little scooter as well. But the most fun I had...
Physics are terrible on that scooter, too.
I
was just doing little
slamming
circles with
and
them.
stuff. But the most fun of the game, I think, was when you get on this kind of midway and you have all these, you know, that you can play the dunk game. They actually have a little Defender rip-off arcade game. There's a fortune teller. There's a photo booth.
The little mini-game idea was actually an interesting idea. I like that Jimmy gets to run in and goof around in the midway and play all these classic old type of arcade-style games and mini sort of contests and stuff. But they're not fun. You know, and if you're going to do that kind of stuff, deliver. Come through with it.
They have an area though where you can go in and unlock little parts from some of the shows. And
that's my favorite part of the thing because I like the movie and I like the show. The fact that you get a little movie theater and you get to watch some of that stuff, that's enjoyable to me.
Right.
The rest of the game, completely forgettable. I hope I never come close to Jimmy Neutron again. Jimmy Neutron is a total bomb. I couldn't stand this game. 1.5 out of 10.
Wow! Well, that's got to be a new record for you.
I really hated this thing. It's because I like this character and I wish they'd done something really great with it.
I'm giving it a 4. I'm going to give it a few mercy points because young children who are still drooling may like this.
No, don't do this to your children.
On the positive side, you do have a movie theater where you can go in and unlock different episodes and shows and movie clips. If you want a really simple game for the younger kids, this might be a possibility. It does translate all of the audio very well. All of the voiceovers, music, and sound effects are true to the license.
On the negative side, this game has so many invisible walls, you almost don't even want to go anywhere. Although the idea is clever, the mini-games don't satisfy in the least. And the worst thing of all is the very poor use of another terrific license. Okay, we're going to move on to maybe a more enjoyable subject now and talk about a brand new steering wheel for the GameCube. This one's called the V-Thunder Racing Wheel.
That's
from
right.
Interact.
Okay, hey, I'll tell you the best part about this steering wheel. Suction cups. I could put this thing and stick it on the ceiling and hold myself and drive like that. Can I tell you about the suction cups?
No, please go on.
The best suction cups I've ever experienced in a driving wheel.
My favorite part about this deal is that it's compatible with pretty much anything you throw at it. I had smugglers run
I
in
was
there.
throwing a lot of stuff at it, too.
Right, you were. You were throwing everything.
Because I was testing the suction cups. The bottom, and you throw the games at it, and it doesn't even move. It's unbelievable.
I think you got to look at this wheel more as sort of your initiation into console racing wheels. There are more expensive racing wheels out there. This one is a good sort of starter wheel. It'll give you an idea of whether you can play your games better with the racing wheel, because a lot of people can't. A lot of people just enjoy racing with the joysticks. They get used to that, and that's the way they play better.
Me, too. I'm me being one of these things.
Right, and so a racing wheel may not be for you, but if you want to test the waters, this is a perfect wheel to do that with. It definitely is worth the money, and I think that if you don't have a steering wheel, you want to try one out, this is a good investment. I'm going to recommend it.
I'm going to recommend this as well. For me, driving wheels are all about the suction cups.
On the positive side, $30 is a good deal for this wheel. The V-Thunder is compatible with pretty much any racing game you throw at it. It's got paddle shifting. It's pretty durable.
Hey, don't forget the succulent suction cups. On the negative side, it doesn't have force feedback, so you won't enjoy it as much when you slam the sucker between your legs. It would have been nice to have those great suction cups on the bottom of the pedals, because the thing slides all over the place.
Now, that's enough with the suction cups. We're going to be right back with Command & Conquer Generals. Stick around.
Stick around like those suction cups.